Then the Lagos Biennal documents all its creative exhibition over time.
The Lagos Biennial exhibition has been ongoing for many years now, capturing the intriguing sights and sounds the city of contemporary artistic creativity holds.
The Lagos Biennial is a special type of biennial in terms of its, the Lagos Biennial sort of dissects and critiques post-independence values, ideals, making use of the material remnants of our post-independence realities as Africans. This is the 5th edition, which I'm very privileged to be co-curating with Sam Hopkins and Firen Dai. I did also work on the 4th edition, which was quite a spectacular time. Well, this year there is going to be a biennial next year in October 2026, but the book is archive. It's a documentation of the biennial, the past 4 editions of the biennial, and then teases the direction which we are taking the biennial next year. And I think the biennial has always started in the premise from the very first edition, Living on the Edge, where it looked to people that are living away from the mainstream in Africa and sort of brought them to the fore. And it then progressed in really thinking about people and their relationships with institutions and how their relationship with overarching promises of these institutions. So having the book and going through the book, so you see the progression which Falakuli Oshu, the director, has taken in this inquiry into our post-independence relations. And next year, our theme, the Museum of Things Unseen, which I'm curating with Firen and Sam Hopkins, it comes to a head where we then go from the top to look at how these institutions function, how they run, to how they then relate with the people.
For the last 8 years, we've been hosting the biennial in post-independence monuments and colonial monuments across the city of Lagos, from the Yarba Railway compound to the Independence House and then to Tafawa Balewa Square last year. And it's sort of been a way to deconstruct and re-narrate Nigeria's colonial and post-independence past. And this year also marks the founding of the Aketa collection, which is a physical infrastructure that will house works that have been created over the last 8 years in the Lagos Biennial, and will also house loans and donations of art pieces from across the world. So, I mean, normally every biennial has a publication, but we were sort of compelled to wait to create this condensed edition of 4 editions in one. And we decided to create a limited edition because it's not just a biennial, it's a research project which has also been part of my doctoral thesis.
Now, all those memories have been put into hard copy for the world to immerse itself in the alluring moments.
I mean, there's a lot of beautiful imagery, artwork, some fantastic conversations to be had about the diaspora. And overall, it's an experience. You know, when you start it, you don't finish it in one go. It's something that you enjoy, you read it, you have a coffee, you take your time and digest it. So hopefully everyone that gets a copy gets a chance to really enjoy what we produced. It took just over 2 years. So actually, when I started the book with the team, my daughter wasn't even born, and we've just finished it now, and she's now 2 years old. So that's a nice little chapter to sort of say where we're at in terms of the design. So 2 years on and off designing it. So in terms of some of the work I do, my job as a designer is to, look at visual research, look at different designs out there, and trying to find, a nice balance between contemporary and also classic. So when you first read the book, you're going to see imagery on the left, nice text on the right. And the idea of finding that perfect balance between the two, that's kind of my job as a designer, to make it work in harmony.
I think the book itself is an interesting also object, but at the same time, in terms of what kind of art you can see from this book, their installations, they're community-driven. I think every year it's quite different, the range of the artwork that we are able to present to the audience here in the Lagos. But this year we are working as a 3 curator as a group, so each of us going to bring in very different perspective to look at this theme called Museum of Things Unseen.
This archive serves as a comprehensive documentation of the Lagos Biennial, capturing the site-specific installations, performances, and architectural interventions that define the city's creative landscape.
Expect to see contemporary art, and by that I mean everything from performance to installation to happenings to paintings and sculpture and photography, the whole spectrum. But often I think work which concerns itself with trying to express a particular idea or feeling or thought or concept.
Through photography, artist interviews, and critical essays, the dialogue between global contemporary art and historical fabric of Lagos is being preserved.